Alright. Hi everyone and welcome. Duro here. This is another ranked match. This time I met an opponent playing a similar division than I, so this will be the battle between two East German divs. I'm deploying on the red side as 7th Panzer. As usual, I don't play very wide on this map. I'm sending only very small scarce forces on the right side to hold and delay, possibly capture Anna, and then fall back to Boris if necessary. I'm sending only one recon with Concourse into the center. I mean, just to scout and control the road that's going down here. And I'm deploying heavily on the left with T-72s, T-55s, two exceptional recon variants, Commander T-55, Shilka and Strela, plus some infantry and BMP-1 and Force Recon. Now, the reason I don't play widely this map is because there are rivers in the center and you can't easily move and redeploy from the left to the right, and this possibly only until you capture the central sector, which is also the most valuable one. Only then you can freely go from each side to another. So my usual strategy is just to control these two settlements over here. This crossroads is vital, and then I can either try to push further into the opponent 1-point sector, or go straight to the center and keep defensive lines and reinforce this route and get over this sector, which if you usually capture, you're winning. Now, also my opponent is playing 4th Motoschutzen, meaning he has plenty of strong forward deploy units. The Fallschirmjäger SPG-9, Fallschirmjäger Metis. He also deploying the Force Recon in Mi-8, and therefore I knew I would have no chance getting first into the sector. So usually when I play a 7th Panzer against division that has a forward deploy like 4th Motoschutzen, I usually take my positions and then race against time, because my opponent usually get a tick and score advantage, and I try to push it back. He's also opening with Mi-8 with rockets and guns and 2 MiG-21 fighters. He is going most likely to kill my Mi-2 recon, but I'm not sure if he already spotted. Yes, he did. So I'm landing my chopper, but this is probably not early enough. Oh, actually it survived. Never mind then. So these two fighters are very cheap and very cost efficient, although I would rather suggest to use MiG-29 single piece at the beginning. That's much more reliable. Nevertheless, my Mi-2 survives, and my special off-crawler are now getting into the front. I'm trying to follow them up with the mechanized force behind, and hopefully they can get quick enough to provide sufficient fire support. Now, as you can see, he doesn't have a lot of forces on his right flank, therefore I am going to try to exploit it. He also put the chopper into my sector, which meant that I couldn't take these positions, because this chopper firing at me and will not allow me to get in. It would eradicate any push attempt, and I also don't have any AA over here, so therefore I don't have much other choice just to play very defensively over here. Now the PRM-1s are pushing, firing at his PT-76B recon, and also his recon infantry was spotted, because these units have exceptional optics, so they can easily see the Einsatzgruppe in the silo. He probably realized what's coming, but he did not react it He did not send any proper reaction force, only one Flago is coming and it's moving towards position that was already overrun by my Mechanized force. Now Concourse and BRM1 seized the position. I'm moving them a bit forward so they can fire at something that's coming down the road, but obviously he already get the central position, so he doesn't need to go any further down here. Now my force is pushing down the road. Vagos were actually deployed over here, which is quite smart. I would put them over here because this gives them a better line of sight, but let's not forget that the range is a limited factor over here, so might be a good reason to put them over here. It opened fire on my T-72M1. Will it be able to hit? Oh, he actually sees, so there's a hit, and one HP was taken away. T-55s are moving forward to seize the positions to get enemy reinforcements into the crossfire. So I'm seizing this position and also over here, so I can fire from 3 directions on any of his incoming forces. MiG-23ML was put into the air. I'm expecting that he might react with either cluster bomber or some helis, which he actually does. He's sending MiG-24P with 8 Kokons. He already accommodated himself in Anna, and it doesn't seem that he's going to push into my 2-point sector. Neither he should, because I'm prepared for that possibility. And he's capping the middle sector. This will give him +4 for the moment, and the race against time starts, because +4 is something where you don't really want to be. MiG-23ML shut down the Mi-24. T-55s are damaged, but still able to perform. And T-55 with Recon and T-72 open fire on his Fago ATGM. And there is a Rapira behind. I'm not sure if he's able to spot anything because he doesn't have any recon over here. Mi-8 is being killed by Mi-23ML. Now I have 2 fighters over my units, and they're going to fight the MiG-21, and it's dead. The Coups opened fire but did not manage to score a hit. Will they score now? One of them hit, and it seems that MiG-23, both of them will actually fly away successfully. I'm reinforcing this position because what I expect now that he will heavily try to move and push me out from Olga sector, and I also started to deploy some forces, and more are on the way to start fighting for the central sector, which is the 2-point one. MiG-2380 variant was sent. It missed. I'm not sure what it was firing for. And Strela was not able to hit, but Shilka scored a critical hit. Pilot panicked and had to evac. His Coups ran out of missiles, so he needs to rearm. Nothing's happening on the right flank. And the center, his Fago opened fire, killed one of the BMP-1s and damaged T-55. I had to stop and wait for more reinforcements because this is not able to do any pushing. I also sent some forces over here because when I attack from this vector I also want to start to strike down from above. It's always better to assault position from more sides if you can. Motoschutzen were deployed to capture this building over here, and now he's sending his T-55 AM2s. These are the variants without ATGM, and he's also sending BMP-1s with Motoschutzen. There are very similar units on both sides. The advantage of his division, the blue player, is that he can forward deploy and he has better infantry, the elite one, but advantage of my red 7th Panzer is that I have T-72s, I have much more T-55s, and I have also more infantry. Oh, actually I don't have more infantry, he has. These Rapiras are quite good unit, but again it lost the recon over here, so it doesn't have a sight, and now it's being shot by unit he can't spot himself. T-72M rotated, but now coming back, and it's stunning the Buck M12. It missed, and it's probably going to die very soon. You always want to use a recon unit that is an infantry, because otherwise your vehicle recon will get killed, and then your rapiers or tanks or ATGM units are blind. BMP-1 took this position, but the ATGM is too slow to fire at the right moment. My T-55s and recon open fire on his incoming T-55M, and look how much he is committing to this side. His last 2 or 3 ticks were fully spent on units to be sent over here, either the AA Cubs or the tanks, the infantry, so he's committing a lot more than he should, in my opinion, to retain his position back, while he's absolutely not reinforcing this, and he's not pushing over here, although I agree that he shouldn't, because this is a very far sector and hard to hold. He opened with MiG-21Bs and MiG-23AT. He's coming to kill some of my tanks, I suppose. Killed T-55, he was able to spot it. My Coup opened fire and hit the MiG-21. No, it was actually Strela that hit MiG-21. If it was Coup, then it would be dead, because this MiG-21 fighter has only 8 HP. And now he's firing Motoschutzen, and he's going to push me out from this complex. T-55 to open fire from the other side, and BRM-1 and T-55 and T-72s are firing at his incoming infantry. MiG-23 is providing the air cover, but is being hit by one of his books. I'm sorry, Cubs. I'm also bringing Cub of my own, and also with munition, as I usually do. This 25 supply vehicle makes sure that your Cub can reload twice before running out of missiles. Otherwise, it has only 3 missiles and usually hit only once, and you want to have more because the suppression on these missiles is absolutely great. T-72 damaged T-55AM, but he managed to smoke and run away. ISA's group were killed in the transport, which is really shame. More and more units are coming. He's also bringing 2 more Strelas, and maybe too much anti-air in my opinion. So I managed to deploy another batch of tanks, T-72 Command, T-55A, and Recon with exceptional optics. I also brought artillery, and I started to bombing his position I know about. Another MiG-23AT is coming, but the T-55A was already killed and he lost his bomber. T-72M should fall back because it's low on HP, but is being repaired by the nearby Ural. I removed supply and ammunition and fuel supply, so it can focus only for fully repairing this tank. Because I realized if I lose this tank, then it will crumble. I have not much more units able to defend well. And he's bringing another 2 T-55AMs as his attack failed, so now he's bringing more and more units. This is overcommitment from his side. He should first not attack in the open, although he has Rapiras and long-range ATGM on his tank, so if he wants to attack in the open, he has to bring a recon, which he lost. What I would do is rather push from over this forest, utilize my short-range advantage, or from this side, and then easily capture the middle from both flanks. But maybe he didn't have much proper time to come up with some better plan. Now the push to the middle started. Metis and Fagos opened fire on T-55A, but it missed, and Fago actually hit my T-72, but it can take 2 more hits like that. Force recon is coming, and it will lead the assault, which will be then followed up and reinforced by mechanized force. Another SPW T-70s with Motoschutzen SVDs are coming. These are extremely good and cost-efficient infantry against infantry fight. They also have quite good RPG, but these two LMGs and SVD are perfect for infantry to infantry fight. So Force Recon is pushing forward, leading the way. It's also showing the positions of enemy units that are defending. Artillery is also providing support, although it's not firing on any unit, or maybe it already killed it. And he doesn't have much anymore. And as you can see, I'm slowly getting over this position, and at the same time he pushed me out from the forest, so I decided to fall back with my Recon and T-72M to further repair. Maybe I can hold him over here. I decided that maybe it's not a bad idea to lose this sector. This 1 point sector doesn't hurt much. This is a 2 point sector and it's much more important. And after I get it, I can then move over here, or I can strike him over here or over here. So giving up this sector is not that bad, because it opens me doors to strike him into his rear on the other flank. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the game. If you manage to get this central sector and the roads are clear, you can easily redeploy wherever you want. Now he's sending MiG-29 AA. He's probably targeting my helicopter, but my Coops and MiG-23 managed to scare it off. It's going to probably... no, it actually did not survive, and his Coop hit my MiG-23, so it had to evac. Now, sector was taken, roads are clear. I can either move over here, which I'm already doing. I can also move over here, and I have plenty of forces now. After my artillery preparation, I can start pushing into Anna and later Paul. He's still overcommitting over here. You can see there are 3 SPW BMP-1s and 2 T-55AMs coming, a lot of infantry and Force Recon, and it doesn't look like he can achieve much. I can easily rotate now forces to reinforce this side. I'm also sending a helicopter. This helicopter is very good at killing his infantry, so I'm trying to counter his push, and although I'm now going to lose this sector, I can easily hold him over this defensive line. I can utilize this high-rise silo, these buildings, and all this covered over here. I can also fire at him from this side, so now I'm in a very good position. He deployed another AT MiG-23, but he probably is looking for some good opportunity or target. Another artillery strike open and probably killed Fallschirmjäger Metis that was over here, and this Fallschirmjäger Metis managed to kill my BMP-1, but now I know about him, so the artillery is probably going to follow up very shortly. He now deployed his forces over here, but not to his knowledge. He doesn't know that I'm seizing this forest, and if he comes like this, he would suffer massive losses because he needs to unload before engagement. I brought my own AT, but it was suppressed by Coop and Coop, and had to retreat. This T-72 is still alive. It was repaired many times and will be repaired further. This one was almost killed, so it's falling back for further repairs, as well as this Mi-24D. MiG-23 AT is still searching for some target that's suitable for his missiles, and I managed to kill not only one but two, also two Force Recon in his truck, also something he had in his transport, and his transport sending the Rapira. So this is a massive loss, and he basically lost a minute income over here just thanks to my ambush. My AA will probably not survive this fly over all of his AA forces. You don't want to put together your AA like this. I think you want to usually spread them a little bit, but who am I to judge? Now BMP ones with infantry came to reinforce, and I think there are already Urals on the way to repair tanks 1 and probably 2nd as well over here. Zikharans are losing against Motoschutzen SVD. As I said, these are very cost efficient against enemy infantry. And now I'm pushing over here. Artillery probably managed to kill or helped to kill another of his Fallschirmjäger. So now I'm pushing my infantry into the center. He has nothing in here. He has only one SPW, one Strela, and he's already moving his commander back. So I can easily take one or both sectors. I decided to commit a lot of my forces over here because I realized how much he has over there. So instead of pushing everywhere, I sent a lot of my troops over here. Konkurs and Motoschutzen SVD are going to take these positions in case he would breach this line. And now T-55A pushed further and he is losing even more. It's much weaker than T-55AM, but not from this position. It got ambushed and T-55AM lost half of its HP. T-55A, my T-55 fired first and now is going to fire also first as a second shot and killed much more expensive tank. I think there is 40 points difference between my T-55 and the T-55AM I just killed. Which is good. I love trades like this. He's pushing with T-55s. This is not really what you want to do. You better want to push with recon infantry or some Motoschutzen infantry, so your tanks don't get hit by RPG like that. Konkurs is also firing on T-55, so one was almost killed, the other one was damaged, but the Konkurs couldn't take it anymore and died. Another two T-72 M1s are arriving to the battlefield. He has no any answer to these tanks. These tanks are much better than what he actually has, and those two other tanks that I already used are now repaired, so can be used to fight again. Now I'm taking the Anna sector and I'm also already pushing into Pol. I have to zoom out to see the name of the sector. I don't remember actually. And as I gained the absolute control over the map and he was unable to push, this is over. He decided to surrender. So I think my T-55As were quite effective, but the most heavy lifting was done by T-72s. When you're facing 4th Motoschutzen, you have to let him take the positions and then decide where to push, because you are not able to be there first. And I managed to get his advantage, to eradicate his early advantage he managed to get. So in the end I traded very efficiently. I made him to overcommit on one flank and then I pushed the other and completely broke his other half of the map into my control. So this is how you want to play. You want to make your opponent overcommit, you want to trade well, and you want to take control of positions that your opponent doesn't focused more since the beginning. So if you like this game, please like and subscribe for more, and talk to you later. Bye bye.